Where are you going?
I didn't like that air compressor. I mean, he'll run and go over there and sit and watch us, like from afar. Y'all like that.
Dibs and candy are in Jeff's pickup if you want to put him in there. So you can use an air compressor to blow off combine, and we do this often too. A leaf blower works just as good, if not better, for the little stuff. Good morning. Okay, today is gonna be a great day because my daughter will be here. She should be here shortly after lunch sometime. I'm sure she will probably come out to the field, but she's also been driving for all day yesterday and half of today, so she may stop and rest a little bit, but hopefully I'll get to see her soon. I'm excited. So I'm gonna get this cab cleaned. We have still quite a bit left in this field because it's just so massive. On the farmers combines, I believe 2 of them went home. I'm not gonna say early, but on the early side. 2 combines and 1 grain cart operator shut down earlier, and then I think Tristan and Casey, they ran as late as we did last night, which was, I mean, we were kind of at a stopping point. We have a few more passes on that far side, and then we have to open up something else. But the passes were up against corn and there were some weeds in it, and so we thought, let's just save this for another day. But anyways, the conditions were getting tough, so we just decided to call it, and it was late, so gotta get some rest to start again the next day. Let's get this cab cleaned. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is. I have my dog, I have my phone, I have my camera, I have my lunchbox. I guess that's everything. So my combine was the last to get fueled, which the farmer still has 2 combines parked, and Jeff is actually in one of them that's running. Jeff and Tristan are running. Hayden and Tatum got fueled and they started. I just now finished getting fuel, so I'm gonna head over there and help them. It's just kind of I think everyone's dragging a little bit today. So it looks like Casey and Kevin are still parked. I think so. They have these new headers and they're not like level or something. They're not running level, and I think I don't know if it has to do with the springs or something like that, and it come like that. Tristan's is perfectly fine. He's not having any issues with his, but these 2 guys are having issues, so they're kind of measuring springs and getting everything to where it will run level, where the sensors will keep it level. I'm not real sure exactly the problems that they're having, but trying to get that figured out. Dennis is not going to be here until like noon, I believe. So Jeff is in his combine running it right now with Tristan. We still have quite a bit left in this field because this field is like a U shape and it just kind of keeps going on forever. But it's so big that when we finish the block that we're fixing to open up, we're just gonna have to cut through and work on another little section. Whenever Jeff and Tristan finish back there and then we get done here, I believe we will end up even having to move the bagger. Open your bins, Shanna. My goodness. I can probably tame, okay, hang on. Let's turn the reel back on. The bagger is way back there. But everything that you see, all this that is cut, and you see the other combines running over there. And then it just keeps going for as far as you can see that direction. Says here we are all full, but Hayden is the lead combine, so he's gonna get unloaded first. I'm gonna stop because that's kind of a hill and I don't want to tilt my bin and dump grain. I do still have a little room. I mean, I have room on my extensions, but I don't know, I can't see the back and I don't want to dump off the back because I'm gonna be, you know, this is the front. Slow down just a little. I need some ponies to get up this hill.
Jeff at today?
He is in the number 3 combine.
Is he trying to get their fitter situation figured out or what?
I don't really know who that was.
Well, I meant Jeff and that combine, are they just short an operator or is he trying to fix it?
No, Dennis isn't here. He'll be here at noon, so he's running the number 3. But yes, Casey and Kevin are trying to get their headers situated. They're not level.
I saw a lot of those dudes there at the turn row with where they're working on that machine.
Okay, I am not all the way full, but I'm nearly full. And I'm fixing to go down that. So we're gonna stop right here on the top. And Tessa is unloading Tatum. Hayden has his reel up. I don't know what is going on over there. But anyway, she's gonna unload Tatum and then come get me, but I need to dump a little bit before I go down that because I don't want to spill. Okay, I am really full. Hayden is full. Tessa is coming to get Hayden, but I have just a little bit of time because I don't need to go anywhere until I can unload. What I want to do is I want to put my header in flex mode. This is just such unlevel terrain that I'm having a hard time getting, you know, everything that I need to get. So to get it in flex, you put the header all the way down. And then we go unlock it. So this part right here, unlock. And you do the same on the other side. So see, it's unlocked. And then this is showing rigid, and it should, my frown, we've washed it so many times that this is when it's smiled up or down, and it shows that on both sides. And hopefully it will release and move over this unlevel terrain a little better. It's just this weed is so short that we're having to peel the ground. But then there's ditches and rolling hills, all kinds of stuff.
If it doesn't latch, or like unlatch, I guess, with it sitting on the ground, you can run it for a little bit and they'll eventually unlatch.
I think Tatum's going to put his in flex also. Okay, so just hanging, that indicator is down a little bit. This one still looks rigid. My daughter is here. She is up by the bagger, and Tessa is headed up to go get her and bring her to me. So another thing I did not mention, and I've talked about him, is she has Fuzzbutt with her. So we will have 2 little Aussies in here. So Hadley coming to see me is a belated birthday present. And the one that I have been the most excited about is just her being out here. We talk all the time, we FaceTime. I have to FaceTime the dog too, so in case he hears my voice and he likes these peanut butter buns. So I have one in the floor right now. So I'm ready for him to get in, because he will probably try to hide it in here. Okay, I'm full. I'm right here in this kochia that I'm gonna cut around, but so I gave this to Candy earlier and she didn't eat it, and I told her that Fuzzbutt was fixing to be in here. Do you want Fuzzbutt to have this? Are you sure? Are you These stingy dogs. It's like the other day with Dibs. You were being mean and he wanted it. Oh, you want it? You don't want to share with Fuzzbutt? Aw, good thing I brought 2.
Header's on fire, like majorly bad.
Who?
Like my combine's on fire.
Well, Hayden's combine just caught on fire.
It was the screen was black.
Case.
I don't want to touch it because mine.
Yeah, I was like, they're all sitting here with no radio, so I'm gonna tell you that it's out. Hayden's combine was on fire.
I ran from there. It's a scoreboard. It tells me how much she weighs, which I have it on my iPad too, but
Tristan, we're just gonna take this to the farm, and because Yellow Beak isn't here by the time we get this fixed, it'll be easier to work on it over there. Cody's gonna escort you because of all the truck traffic. I'm gonna go get that parts trailer. I'll meet you back at the shop. If that west door's open, those it in the barn.
A little wet right there.
yeah, a little wet. This is Fuzzbutt, Mama's best good boy, and Dibs though. I always tell Dibs if he's my best good boy. Did you miss Mama?
That powder.
I did. Hayden sprayed it and I went and that's all in my lungs.
That wasn't Hayden, that was that other dude.
Tatum.
He was showing you how to use yours.
I inhaled it before he got over there. Like in the
You
video.
inhaled it more after that.
Yeah.
Down there with Candy? You get down there? You went down there with Candy?
No. That's how he wanted to be when I was driving. He wants to be in your lap.
Okay, get down there because I gotta cut around those weeds. He's like refusing to get down. Okay. I think they missed each other.
Okay, so Hadley is in the driver's seat because the buddy seat is really rough and she's kicking me out of my seat. So let's see if she can drive this thing. Here, fixing it up on Tessa. Hi. What are you doing? Who's driving this thing?
360 Ooga Booga.
Okay, now hit auto. Hit auto again. Now hit 3. Now 2.
I don't like the way this is.
Now hit your A. Okay. The sun is really in my face. Okay, so Hadley came and just rode for a little bit. She has been driving for the past 2 days. She is actually headed to town to get supper to bring back out to the field. And so I let her out and put her in with Tessa. I do still have Fuzzbutt, aka Case. She did drive the combine for a little bit because the buddy seat is not very comfortable. But if you did see, I don't know how my footage is because it was chaos, but Hayden caught his header on fire. He had a bearing go out. Tessa got hung up at the bagger and was also picking Hadley up to bring to me. And so I was full and Hayden was full, so we were both stopped and just sitting there still with our augers out. Everything was off, the machines were off. And Hayden says on the radio that his header was on fire. So there was flames. I mean, it was sure enough, it was a fire. And it got into the weed a little bit. I ran down, I grabbed my fire extinguisher, and evidently I'm not strong enough to squirt it, so I've never really had to use it before, so I used the good stomp method to stomp out the wheat that was burning. We did get it put out. They took his combine to the farmer's shop and replaced everything, looked everything over, and he is just getting back to the field, so he will join us again. But that is why servicing in the morning is important, to look at your bearings and things like that, but sometimes you just can't prevent it. And just because it's not out that morning doesn't mean it's not going to go out during the day. While they were spraying with the fire extinguishers, I evidently inhaled some of it, and there's a part of my throat that is kind of raw, and so I coughed and gagged and coughed, and it was chaos for a little bit. But after all said and done, I did try to just kind of turn the camera off for a little bit and enjoy some time with Hadley. Are you having a bad day?
I'm ready to go home.
Some days are just, you might as well just go home, start over again the next day. So this restaurant back home is one of Hadley's favorites. It's called Chipotle. And she was looking at what restaurants were close by here there's none in the town that we're staying in, but the town that we do go to Walmart to get groceries, things like that, they do have several restaurants, and so she was looking to see what they have, and evidently there's this certain restaurant that is comparable to Chipotle. She said the name. I've never heard of it, and so probably why I've never been in there. So we're gonna get I did a bowl. I guess you could do a bowl or a burrito or quesadillas or whatever. So she is ordering food. We haven't told Jesse and Cody and Tatum. They'll just get surprised with it, but me and Jeff and Hayden and Tessa all know about it, so kind of looking forward to that. We'll get to eat good tonight. So Case, his name is Case. I have called him Fuzzbutt since he was little because he was just a ball of fur whenever we got him. Fuzzbutt, what are you doing? He is 8 years old. He is 1 month older than Candy.
A down pressure cable to the parts list, I guess.
Uh-oh. With Hayden down today, with all the chaos of, because I was parked, Tatum was parked, Hayden was obviously parked, Tristan was parked, everyone was hands-on. So we also do have a fire truck. We have a pickup with a water tank with a water hose that we move whenever we move fields. That moves with us at all times. Our farmer did have a combine that caught on fire and burned one year, and so sometimes whenever things like that happen, then you do everything that you can to prevent it. And so that's their, it's better to have it. We haven't needed it in a long time, but we needed it today, and it come in very handy. And so everyone it was chaos, but everyone was in a hurry, but still calm and collected, I would say, for the most part. It was kind of it was scary because we're in a wheat field and the wheat caught on fire, so it could have just kind of went. It looks like Hayden plugged his sickle. It's one of those days where you just can't catch a break.
I'm about to crash out.
It's just a bad day. But this life is easy, right? Nothing ever goes wrong. I got passed up. Tractors. Okay, so I plugged my sickle and it won't reverse. I plugged mine, Tatum plugged his, and now Tatum's plugged his again. So I'm turning around. I'm not cutting that grass. It won't cut. I am gonna get over here out of the way and dig this out. I took my shoes off after the fire because it was full of wheat beards because I was running through standing wheat. So I gotta put those back on. All right, let's go clean out the header. You two hold the fort down, okay? You're in charge. I have so many wheat beards in my socks, I think I'm gonna throw them away whenever I get home. There's no way that's gonna wash out. Case turned 8 in June. Candy turned 8 in July. Dibs turned 4 in March. So Dibs is kind of he's the young one, even though he's the biggest one. I think Boomer will be 10 in October. I think that's right. Anyways, so we have some elderly dogs, and then there's Dibs. And he really wants to play, and no one wants to play with him because they're all old and grouchy. What it is about Aussies that are so needy. But I know that we have 3 of the neediest ones ever made. I probably have a hand in spoiling them rotten, which is why they're this way, but you two, I'm just trying to work here.
The last pass, Tatum. If I fit it all in the header, yes, I might have a foot to clean up about 20 yards long.
Okay, we made it to the new field, and we're gonna call it. This is only going in the bag, not in the bins. They are dumping on the grain carts. The grain carts will store it for tonight, and then we will start a new bag tomorrow. But because a lot of this is very up and down, you know, ditches, trenches, rolling hills, all the things, we're going to do this in the daylight. Okay guys, supper has been delivered to the field. We are going to call it a day. Thank you so much for sticking around. Later, Gator.